everyone. Let's see. Again, you can email me, talktopfc@yahoo.com. It's in the About section. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Okay, I had somebody asked me about what's going on with the truckers and the trucking industry, the strikes, all that. And I couldn't hardly find much about it, but it's called cdllife.com. I found an article, and there was basically one individual who gained a lot of followers and stuff. He was on TikTok, I guess, and started talking about what it was is they were protesting the jab. It's exactly what they did in Australia. Truckers here were talking about doing it, getting organized and everything, and they were going to do it yesterday. Well, I believe it was the 30th or the 29th, like a day or two before this. So this guy starts getting a lot of people following him. Truckers saying they're going to do it. They're going to just park on the side of the road, truck stops, stay at home, whatever. Well, as usual, they banned him. They totally shut down his accounts and everything to where he couldn't even communicate with people anymore on social media. And this is their way of stopping it. Well, let me tell you something, folks. When these trucks stop rolling, you got 2 to 3 days max, and the supplies are done. People don't realize, I don't think, how much we rely on trucks. Semi-trucks, straight trucks. I mean, all the small bread trucks, chips, all this stuff comes to your local grocery store, your gas stations, everything else by truck. And anyhow, so they shut him down. So not as many people were able to communicate. So I'm not sure how it all went. There were some small protests across the nation, I guess, but it didn't amount to like it did. Which in Australia, what they did is, I guess there was roughly 100 or 150 trucks that parked on their main interstate. Like, shut the lanes down, parked side by side, no cars could get through or not, and it strung a big banner across the highway talking about refusing the jab and the lockdowns and all this stuff. So it was planned for yesterday, but I don't think they had the turnout they were looking for. However, to truckers out there, all workers, factory workers, gas station clerks, employees, people like me, I'm a heavy equipment operator, farmers, all this stuff. This country, we are the backbone. This country relies on us getting up like I am now, going to work every day, working hard, making a living, spending our money in our communities, producing a product that others use. We are the backbone, and we are the lifeline to this country. And we have the power. When it comes time, they will see who truly has the power to control what really takes place in this country. And let me say, I say that God has the ultimate power, period, overall, this entire world. But I'm just saying, we the people are what make this thing run. Us working every day, our tax money, the revenue we spend, all this stuff is what makes this country run. So, thank you to all you truckers, everybody, nurses, doctors, garbage men, gas station clerks, janitors, school teachers, policemen, firemen, EMT, everybody, the tree worker, the lineman, the farmer, everybody, thank you, because you are the reason this country runs. Okay, I got some notes over here so I can remind myself to tell you guys. So it's called SciTech Daily reported yesterday that we now they just tested a Minuteman III ICBM intercontinental ballistic missile yesterday. It was launched from Vandenberg Air Force Base. But here's the kicker. I guess it was launched from... They wouldn't give the location, but I'm guessing it was in Europe somewhere, where they actually launched the missile. They were in Europe controlling what was taking place in the United States. So this commander in Europe launched the missile from the United States. I guess it wasn't armed, it was launched as a test to collect data and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. That's something we don't do. And this is the second one that they have done in like the past 3 months. So obviously they're making sure that everything's working for a reason. I seen a report that North Korea fired up their nuclear plants again. And a lot of people are talking about, that North Korean test was a fail, all this stuff. Well, I don't buy that. EMP doesn't need, all they need is to be able to get the ICBM, whatever you want to call it. All they need to do is be able to get it up into the orbit. Just get it launched, basically. And an EMP could wipe out. You don't need the magnitude of a nuclear weapon like we have, or China or Russia or something. So, but granted, these tests that they did, what they produced on the Richter scale, they may not be equal to us, but by golly, they're not far behind us. And if these people could do this with the sanctioned restrictions, the lack of material, technology, and everything else that we have, imagine what they could do if they really got their hands on some advanced technologies or some good materials or something. So that's just something to keep in mind, but I think that what they're doing is trying to create a weapon for an EMP, not necessarily a precise nuclear strike. Could be both. They could be trying to do both, but that's just my opinion. So anyhow, they're testing our ICBMs. That's just something to keep in mind. Last thing here is all of the stuff that we left in Afghanistan is sickening. It's wrong. It will be used against us, and it was done intentionally. Just like the AFP put out an article now that the military admitted to this. Okay, this is not including everything we left that the Taliban already had. This is what was left when we flew out the last plane at 3:29 p.m. on the 30th. This is what else they left behind. This is what else we had at Kabul Airport that we were using. This is part of the stuff we were using at Kabul Airport to get our people out, blah, blah, blah. 73 more aircraft. They wouldn't specify exactly what it was, but 73 more aircraft were left, okay? A sophisticated rocket system, 70 MRAPs, which are the big, heavy, armored personnel, like they're like Humvees on steroids. They're big, huge trucks that are totally bulletproof, blast-proof, everything. They're like one of our main pieces of equipment. Okay, 70 of those and 27 Humvees. This is on top of everything else. This is what we left behind when we left. Now, their thing is, well, it was disabled. Well, let me tell you something. These people could build IEDs out of a World War II bomb with a cell phone and 2D batteries. What do you think they're going to do with this stuff? It's insanity, you guys. It's insanity, and it's gonna come back to get us. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that stuff to you guys today, tell you about it. I got something I want to say tomorrow, maybe, if I can get the right info and stuff. So make sure you come back, check it out. All right, guys, stay safe. God bless. See you on the next one.